Dude, our lighting is immaculate. Our lighting is immaculate.
Do you like that one?
That's good production quality from us.
Bro, I didn't even mean to do that, but you know what? My whole computer is ready for this amazing list that I have here for you. Dude, I'm so proud of this.
This is going to be
I'm
good.
actually so proud of this.
This was a
I'm
good
really,
idea of
really
yours.
excited for this.
This was a good idea.
This is our idea, man. What the hell? It's 50-50. Come on, bro. Don't even get started. Mac Man, what's up,
What's
dude?
going on? Is that a little Han Solo I see there?
Oh.
That's a little Han Solo I see there. Sakura's in the building.
Sakura's in the house.
What's going on?
Sakura, what is going on? What is going on?
What is
Sakura,
going
get ready. Today's going to be such a good episode. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Feel it in your bones.
Feel it in my bones.
Do you want to tell us what today's about? What is today about?
Dude. Rattling through our brains are all of the things that we thought could absolutely change Star Wars for good. Things that could happen, things that have happened, and everything in between. It is all the things in Star Wars as a fan that you wish you could change, that you wish you could add in, that if just with a moment of clarity you go, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? That's what we're talking about today. Today is going to be all about the things in Star Wars that we could change or have been able to change for the future. And we're going to check that out for you guys. Also, add some stuff. If you guys have some stuff that you want to add in, let us know. Now, remember, this isn't going to be completely life-changing, breaking stuff. I don't have all of my connections right now to Disney, okay? I've given that up for today. But no, so keen. Oh my god, we've got so many people in here.
You got people rolling through. Motzi, I love this firm handshakes thing. Firm handshakes.
Firm handshakes.
It's Han Solo with my
Star Wars
face on
Sublight.
it. Sublight, the king. He's a Kiwi.
Whoa, Sublight. How you doing, bro?
The man. Thanks for jumping in, dude.
How you doing, dude? That's awesome. Finally catching a live. What up, chat? But honestly, I'm actually so keen today. So look, I want to say quickly, like there's a little bit of a preface for my ones.
The legend, the goat.
Foos. Up the Phidias.
The goat.
Up the Phidias. I just want to say as a preface for my one, I'm doing mechanical changes. Okay. So obviously it's super easy to just say like, I mean, I know so much of the lore, but I know nothing like Jesse. I can appreciate that I'm not Jesse. All right. So what I wanted to do was go down. No.
The sheepheadator. Dude, he normally rolls in through the end. He's here for the start.
Hello. I'm doing things that are mechanical changes in Star Wars. Get ready, guys. Well, now, dude, we've got so many people in here straight away. 3 minutes and 42 seconds
the people are
into the video. Well, dude, do you want to start us off with number one?
Oh, all right. This one, it's a bit of a. If you've read like the From a Certain Point of View books, you'll be a bit more aware of this one. But there's a whole chapter in Return of the Jedi about Dexter, Jetster, Obi-Wan's friend back in Attack of the Clones. And it goes down the whole path about, because he feels terrible. He blames himself for the whole Clone Wars and like everything that happened after it, because he identified. Oh, General Genobi's in the building. Hello. Because he identified that Canon saber dart to Obi-Wan, and he thinks he's the reason, like, because that led Obi-Wan to Kamino, which led him to the clones. So he thinks he's the whole reason why the Clone Wars started, and like every bad thing happened after it.
No,
because he's still a friend of the Jedi. Like he knows they're not the bad people. He knows there's obviously corruption and all that. So my question, or my what if on this first one is, what if Dexter never told Obi-Wan or didn't know that was a Kamino saber dart? I think the big question is like the Clone Wars still happen, like, because obviously Palpatine's going to make it happen. That's always going to happen.
That is such a great change.
I think like the Clone Wars still happen, but I had a couple questions there, because I don't think they probably don't discover the clones as early as they do. Like I know they were basically ready, but they probably don't discover it as soon as they do, which leads them to Obi-Wan's probably not going to end up on Geonosis. Does Jango Fett survive? Does Anakin never lose his right arm? I think there's still a couple big questions in there, which I'd really love to discuss. But like, what does the universe look like if Jango Fett survives?
I think the clones are much better equipped. I think the
Yeah,
Bad Batch is someone that's not so much the good side. I think it's more the bad side. Like I feel like because what's that Legends one? The Clone Force 1 or whatever. I can't remember. It's like a specific thing of when Django was training a crew, kind of like the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
All right, and they turned into this like awesome, insane group of people that were practically Mandalorians. Like they became Mandalorians later on because they were foundlings, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I wonder if Django survived. I think the Bad Batch would definitely be a lot better. I think yeah, look, we see here, imagine Django Boba duo.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Imagine
Boba's a lot better.
Imagine if like Django survives, yeah. Imagine like a Boba, because Boba, I don't actually know the actual canon age for Boba, but he's like 10 or 12 basically when Django dies. Imagine, a Boba that's able to grow up even more under like Django's teachings and actually imagine them as like a bounty hunter duo. Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Like that. Imagine that for a series.
But I wonder how they would find out about the army, because the Jedi have paid for all of this.
Yeah, so I think that's saying that Palpatine, he would have planted something to let, because that's what I was thinking about. But like, obviously, the Clone Wars still have to happen because that's all part of Palpatine's like grand plan. The Clone Wars,
they're still happening.
Then they're not just going to leave this army. So yeah, it would have come out. It probably made it a bit easier almost for Palpatine because like the way it happened. Because if the Clone Wars still happen, he's going to have to plan a way for them to discover it. Or actually, the thing is though, the Kaminoans still would just probably contact the Jedi saying, "Hey, your order of clones are ready. Like, do you want to come pick them up?" And then the whole council would be like, probably, what the hell sort of thing. But yeah.
That is such a good change.
Yeah. But then like, even like the whole Anakin thing, like Geonosis probably never really happens. So
yeah, Geonosis wouldn't happen.
Anakin probably don't fight Dooku straight. I mean, it probably still happens at some point because he's still brash and that, but he probably doesn't lose his arm early on.
Well, the Chosen One would have survived as well. Coleman Trebor. Yeah, like Coleman Trebor, my goat. I'm gonna get up for anyone who doesn't know. Coleman Trebor. I love Coleman Trebor. Oh my god. When I look at him now, I get a little excited in my pants. Look at that guy.
Goat.
Coleman Trebor. That guy is the man, the myth, the legend, the real chosen one, the true chosen one. Wow. I will say, dude, what if Coleman Trebor survives? What if Count Dooku? What if Count Dooku gets defeated by Coleman Trebor? Because Coleman Trebor is obviously someone who is great because he was able to get up there with Jango and Dooku.
Yeah, dude. Then they fell all the way back down, but yeah.
Well, he was actually abseiling down so that he could save more people.
Yeah.
Macman's my man. Justice
for Coleman Trebor. I like it.
I think the greatest thing we get out of this is Coleman Trebor is alive and well, and he's just Paris or somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe the assassination of Padme could have been the catalyst for war instead of Geonosis. Well, that was a route I was going to go down as well, because I was almost going to dive into what if Jar Jar? Because obviously the whole plan was, you left Jar Jar sort of in charge, and he was the one that called the vote to give Palpatine emergency powers, and that's what all like started it all. So I was almost going to go down that route too, but I was like, I just like that Dexter Jetster angle. Like, what if he never told Obi-Wan because what else? I'm sure someone else probably would have known or something, but like, it's still a pretty niche thing to be aware of, that tiny little saber dart.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Whoa, well, I mean, you're putting my ones to shame right now.
That was the first one I thought of. I did a whole video on that Dexter Jetster chapter like a year and a half ago, I reckon.
So he's prepared before. He's prepared. This man is prepared.
I cheated.
No. You're prepared. Well, I guess I'll go into the first one for mine. Remember, my one's mechanical. Okay? So it's not going to be anything like that. But what I will say is that we have not collaborated on these at all.
No, we never
Like,
do.
Bro, this is what I mean. Like, I'm actually kind of really
zero preparation.
To be fair, this episode has been zero preparation.
It was in our defense. It's that weird week. It's why you didn't get a content schedule or anything. It's the weird week between Christmas and New Year's when you don't know what day it is. Like yesterday, I thought it was Monday. Like it's just, it's a terrible week. Just it's a week that goes in the bin.
But this week we're back onto it. We're back onto it. And MacMan, I agree. I will absolutely.
I want to eat a Dexter Diner, dude.
I would love that. So the first one that I will say is, what if Stormtrooper armor actually works?
Ooh.
So it's something that like you see so much. You go, oh, all of these Stormtroopers are constantly able to get bombarded by even the tiniest crew. Like, like they're gone, right?
Yeah.
It's like one blaster bolt goes right through them and they're dead. They're gone.
Yeah.
What if Stormtrooper armor actually reflected blaster bolts?
Okay, and then are we going as far as like even lightsabers? Like they've got some material that not like resist like makes it impossible. Like, you know, it gives that baseball effect like they tried in Kenobi, or
I think it's more so like a sword going into an armor piece. Okay. Whereas a sword going into the like the difference between a sword going into the armor piece and a sword going into the gap between the armor. Yes. Right? I think there's always going to be like space because you've got the black suit that they have underneath it.
Yeah.
Like the kind of like jumpsuit. I think that with a little like with stronger armor they would have, and even then actually to be fair they have quite a good gap. Even if you look at the like original clones, like you see all of the black suit there and how much gap that they have. I feel like the targeting would have to just get really specific. But and I'm not even just talking Beskar. I think Beskar has to be that next level. Like I don't want everyone's armor to be perfect. But
even like the Zillo Beast stuff that Palpatine was interested in.
Yeah, bro. There's no way he didn't turn that into like sick armor. You know? So it's not it's not going to be a whole refit. I just think that the plastoid armor that the stormtroopers use is not going to be perfect, but I think for what it needs to be, like blaster bolts, lightsabers are going to be a different story, right?
Yeah.
There's no way that a lightsaber can cut through a massive like metal vault and not cut through someone's armor, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of Beskar, is that they had specifically created that armor so that they were able to fend off the Jedi. Like it was a long war. But what I want to see is like, dude, how crazy scary would the Empire be if all stormtroopers are just there, like you just go, brrr, brrr, and they're just marching through. Oh my god, yeah, that stormtrooper was kind of thick. I think that would be like, okay, let's see what Sakura says here. But they would be cheap towards disposable clones. I don't see that happening. Lol, no workers' protections. Yes. But we're pretending that the Empire put the money into their troopers, right?
They can.
And like the plastoid is still cheap, but it only reflects minor bolts. Like I'm not talking about the bowcaster bolts that are like higher power. I'm talking about your everyday blaster. Like there's no way a tiny little handheld pew 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 pew, like the ARC trooper guns,
the pistols.
Yeah. Like there's no way that should be able to break through the armor of stormtroopers. I think it should absolutely knock them back, but it's kind of like an arrow into metal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
That was my entry level tame, dude. It
gets worse or better.
My number 4, I think, is my most excited. But yeah, no, I just think if dude, imagine the Force, right? Because you think about it, how many stormtroopers completely surround Jedi and clones or whatever, and for like it just seems like they can gun them down so easy.
Yeah.
Imagine how scary they would be. Like, I'm so sick of the Empire not being scary. The whole point of the Empire is that they are like space Nazis, that I want to be terrified of these guys. Like, they're going to send us through a galactic holocaust, right? But what we're getting is just like these piss weak people. Imagine if they were stronger. Imagine if they were better. Whoa.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And honestly, it's like I think that it's meant
Hello there. Is it meant to be like speed or is it SPD? It's SPD? Speed?
Man speed.
Meanwhile, Ezra dropping foes with a slingshot.
But see, that's what I'm talking about, right? Okay, look, I think the Ewoks, the whole idea is that they're kind of like the flashbangs of troops. They're not going to go, like, they shouldn't be able to go around and spearing people. Like, I think the whole what is it, the thistle pouch or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Where they throw, it goes like ping, 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 ping,
yeah.
and it's like bang, it's like oh for the real people to come in, right? It's the whole thing of like guerrilla warfare versus actual like Western warfare.
Yeah.
You know, like riding on horses against each other, not setting traps in the ground.
Yeah.
There's definitely a case for both of it, but I really think that I honestly no, but that's what Monty's fucking bang on there. That's just kind of what I mean. Like you wouldn't get past the first 20 minutes of A New Hope.
Yeah, Leia would like shoot the first trooper and just sort of get knocked back, and then the three of them would just like launch into it with blaster bolts.
That's what I mean. And you know, like I think a lot of people would go, oh, but that makes it too hard for the heroes and so on. But I think it's meant to be hard. Like it's meant to be hard. Like what?
I mean, I think they had it pretty hard, but yeah.
They definitely did, but harder. Like, if you look at the stormtroopers going, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
The whole time. Like, I want better troopers. Because, dude, you know what? Like, champions rise to the occasion. No matter what era, you could bring Muhammad Ali and put him in today's boxing climate and he would still be a champion. Like champions just have a different mentality. There's a part of like talent and all that kind of shit that you can add into it. But like overall, nothing beats the champion's mentality. Yeah. And I really do think that limitation breeds creativity. Like if you can come through and be super limited in what you're able to do, they will find a way. They will innovate and they will find a way to take down stormtroopers the exact same way, but I need them to be harder. There's no way stormtroopers can take over the whole fucking galaxy with the aim of a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just annoying. It's just annoying. But anyways, that was my first one. I don't mind
it.
What do you...
Let's see which one. I wanted to go down what if Count Dooku never knocked out Obi-Wan in their rematch in Revenge of the Sith?
Ooh.
Obviously, it was like a thing that him and Sidious Palpatine talked about before. Like they had to get rid of Obi-Wan, so it became a 1-on-1 between Anakin and Dooku, and then Dooku's meant to throw the fight, kind of thing. But I wanted to, if Dooku wasn't able to, dispatch of Obi-Wan, I'm really curious how that could have ended up, because you'd still get Anakin and Dooku, or Anakin and Obi-Wan winning. But then Palpatine isn't able to tell Anakin to kill Dooku, so Obi-Wan's able, they're able to actually arrest Dooku. If they're obviously with what happens later on the ship and that, that I'm not sure if they are able to still take him back to Coruscant and arrest him or not. But if they are able to arrest Dooku and get him back to Coruscant, it would be super interesting to see how that would play out.
How would it play out with Yoda? Like, I would imagine Yoda would go visit him in his cell.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think, like, would he wouldn't feel as betrayed by Palpatine, because Palpatine, wouldn't have been able to tell Anakin to, kill him, do it. But would Yoda have been able to get through to him, perhaps? I don't know.
No, I think Dooku would have gotten through to Yoda.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing.
I think Dooku would have been able to go, this is ridiculous. Like my new master has just given me up, right? He's just given up. he's given up all this work that we've done together for this kid, right? Like the hope of this kid ever even attempting to be a part of it. But I think Dooku would have looked at Yoda and been like, "What are you doing? What, like, do you not understand where you're wrong?
Give
Do you
us
not
the
understand
speech.
what's going on?" No, not even just that. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even just that. Like, I'm trying not to mention the speech, but like, it's so hard because I love it so much. But like, you know, I think Dooku would look at him and go, "What are you doing? Like, how can you not see this? You're falling apart from the inside. Like, the whole Jedi Order is placing its bets on this child that you're not even giving the attention to." I feel like he would have given up. I think if with the chance of the Jedi Order being better and becoming more like what Qui-Gon wanted it to be, and I guess Dooku what it wanted to be, then I think we would have seen a very different Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Palpatine could have succeeded. The thing is, Palpatine preyed on the weak, and the weak were leading the charge.
Yeah.
Like the weak were Yoda, the weak were Mace Windu, all that kind of stuff. Like the people that were not able to see the possibility that they were wrong. That was where the weakness was bred. So if you can go back and see Dooku in a cell and talk to him being the leader of the separatists, pretty much, like, you know, the separatists there, who knows what could happen?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I actually look. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Palpatine on the island.
On the wait.
Yeah, there was,
how'd you see him?
maybe I was slinging some spice.
Oh.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I just saw this whole like conspiracy theory thing about Bill Clinton and like Hillary Clinton's brother, who looks pretty much exactly like Epstein, and how his ear was shaped. Oh, bro, I'm getting into it. Yeah, honestly though, Sakura, bang on the money. Like, I think if Dooku was able to get into that, who knows, man? Who knows? Like, okay, Phidias coming in with a fucking take, man. Phidias always.
Know, that's it. Yeah, They still need. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
You know what? I think it's kind of like the last ditch attempt to kill Dooku before he gets into the thing. I'd be really curious to see, because how many bounty hunters, and I mean, like, really, imagine Palpatine going, "Send in Grievous," and we get Grievous from the 2D Clone Wars, not the Grievous from the movies. Sucked ass, and it was all CGI anyway. You may as well have done. Yeah. Anyways, not the point. So we get like 2D animated Clone Wars, or no, dude, not even that. We get the same. We get the same Grievous as what we got on what's Maul's planet? Oh, why is that?
On what, Dathomir?
Dathomir. Yeah. We get the same Grievous as we got on Dathomir.
Just
like that crazy
Night Sisters,
relentless killer, like the bringer of death.
Yeah.
Guy's crazy, right? Yeah. We get that guy with all of these droids. Dude, imagine bringing every droid that they possibly could have ever had to storm Coruscant.
Yeah.
That would be insane. That would be insane.
I think with what Phidias says, well, I don't know if Palpatine would have done that, because one, I think they would have sort of had like an unwritten deal that, you know, because Palpatine wouldn't have given up Dooku, because he wouldn't have been able to tell Anakin to kill him, because Obi-Wan would be there. He's not going to do that in front of Obi-Wan. But I think as well, it's important that Anakin was one to kill Dooku, because, you know, that's the dark side going there.
Yep.
So I think it's important that Anakin's the one that kills him. What'd Sublight say? To be fair, Dooku did tell Obi-Wan everything to the Jedi. Yeah, well, and that sort of plays a role in one of my other what-ifs, actually. So him telling Yoda might not have done anything. I think I'm more along the lines of Jeremy, though, like what they would have spoken about. Like, because Dooku, like I said, like Palpatine wouldn't have been able to give up Dooku, so Dooku wouldn't have felt the need to tell Yoda. He probably would have just dropped the same line, but they still think, you know, deception is the way of Dooku now, so he's lying.
Big time. But I think also in the point that he was telling Obi-Wan, it very much felt like life or death. Like you're trying to manipulate me to turn me into something else. But if he was in a jail cell, I think it reads very differently because he's captured. He's the one who's not trying to plead his life away. I don't think Dooku would ever do that. Dooku's kind of like the guy who goes, "I'm a captain. I'm dying on my ship." So we're seeing this person who's not even pleading for their life, but just saying, you can do better. Like, I want you to do better. Like, I wish I could have joined you guys. He's never going to join him again. But, like, I wish I could have joined you guys is what it is now.
Yeah.
Like, you're lost and you can't see it. You can't see it. I would have loved to see that. But I really do get what you mean, Sublight. I think that's such a good point. But honestly, I think that minor change in environment and situation would really change everything. Because it doesn't feel like he's trying to trick them into joining. Yeah, but JS, how you doing?
JS, what's going on?
Macman, what if Grievous killed Ventress on Dathomir? That'd be kind of crazy.
I'm trying to think. What would I don't think we fully know what the implications of that would be because we're still learning her story.
To be fair, not much. Not much, but I think it'd be crazy.
Quinlan dies. Quinlan dies.
Yeah. Good.
Maybe because obviously she helped Anakin out a little bit when he was trying to find Ahsoka after she got arrested. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he finds it a bit harder to find her because he didn't have Ventress's bit of help there. Maybe Ahsoka struggles a bit because Ventress sees her as well. But I don't think. I think that's. I think that's one where we don't like fully know the implications because her story's still going.
Yeah, big time. Dude. Fucking great points.
This is great conversation, boys and girls.
Give me one sec.
This is great conversation. I'm keen for my.
Just keep rolling. I've got someone coming at my door.
Oh,
really?
Oh my gosh! Should I start my? I won't start my next one yet. I want Jeremy to hear. Actually, we still need Jeremy's next one before I even get to this. But this next one, I like this one a lot because this could lead us down a bit of a rabbit hole. I think it's got to do with Order 66. And the Clone Wars, but I think this one could lead us down a bit of a rabbit hole. If she died, Obi-Wan would have had to fight more. Well, I mean, at one point he did, after Adigalia got, stabbed and then impaled by Savage's horns. At one point he did, and that was probably like one of the most badass Obi-Wan moments we've had. Remember when he like kneecapped Savage twice and then cut off his arm, and then they had to, sort of retreat. That was quite possibly one of Obi-Wan's like most badass moments there. That's the moment because like everyone's like, what if the Clone Wars was like live action? That's one of those scenes where it's like you just can't do that live action. I mean, you could, but it wouldn't look as sick because the speed of that fight was ridiculous. We're talking about Motzi because I was saying we did get.
I could hear. I had my AirPods in the whole time.
Yeah,
I had my AirPods in the whole time.
Yeah.
I think that really changes so much of it.
Yeah.
I love your ones, man. What if Dooku had an absolute
he wouldn't have had to join the Sith. He could just been a pimp on Sereno in his castle.
That would have been so funny. What if Palpatine was on the first Death Star?
Dude. Ooh. Well, I know you get. Oh, I was good.
I want Palpatine dead either way, man. Like, screw that guy. I think they could have.
Well, I'm just thinking, who does Vader take on as like as an apprentice? I don't know. It's an interesting one because Vader's the only Sith out there. Who does Vader take on as an apprentice? Unless I don't know when George actually came up with the idea of Darth Maul. I know he had the idea of Vader pretty well planned out, but I don't know when he came up with Darth Maul. But it's like, if his secret, I don't know.
It'd be crazy if Vader had Obi-Wan as an apprentice.
Oh, dude,
that'd be wild.
That'd be insane. Old man Obi-Wan as a Sith Lord,
bro. That'd be
What's your next one?
Someone ringing my doorbell 2 times. Go over and answer it. And no one's.
Get ding dong dash, dude.
Someone's ding dong dashing me? All right.
Dashed.
Number two. Peace. All right. I agree with JS. By the way, love a good rabbit hole. Number 2. Kyber crystals bond once and can't be reattuned.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Kyber crystals bond once and can't be reattuned. AKA Ahsoka couldn't have de-bled her,
Like purified the crystals.
purified it,
Okay.
and also
And you can't bleed them at the same time.
Well, you can't transfer lightsabers.
Okay.
It's not like oh, here we're gonna like pass around lightsabers and see what works. No,
Okay.
like dude, because I thought about this, right?
Yeah.
I was in EB Games and I was looking at the Ahsoka blades, and I was like, oh man, this is so sick. Like, I really, really love it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I was like, dude, imagine like one little thing. This is where I thought of the idea.
Yeah.
Because I was like, imagine one little thing changes. Like, she can't get rid of she can't like purify the crystal.
Yeah.
She doesn't get her lightsabers.
No.
Like, what's she gonna do? So I was thinking about this, right? How many Jedi have been able to kind of like, or even really, like, this is kind of more of a Sith thing, but how many Jedi go, oh, I'll take my master's lightsaber and I will use it. I will like turn this into my own. Say someone like Cal Kestis, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think honestly it would change so much.
Well, it would because okay. So in this idea, they can never use someone else's lightsaber. They can only
never use anyone else's lightsaber.
Okay, so in this case, Obi-Wan's dead in the Phantom Menace.
Yep.
You know, when say he somehow survives, he jumps up and instead of cutting Darth Maul, he, I don't know, force pushes him down, and he's in a
champion's mentality.
They get to Geonosis. They're tied up, obviously. Then the Jedi come, save him. They're free. They're all in the arena battling before the clones arrive. They don't have lightsabers there either because Anakin and Obi-Wan have lost theirs, obviously.
Yep.
Well, I mean, what happens with... Well, Luke doesn't get his green one. Okay, does lineage play a role at all? Like, can Luke still use Anakin's?
Okay. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I think there's a way to get it. Like, I think there's a way to continue the story.
Yeah.
Like, I think, okay, sure, there's going to be planets. The way I was kind of looking at it was this, right?
Yeah.
There are comets in space that are flying filled with diamonds.
Okay.
Filled with diamonds.
Yeah.
Right? Riddled. It's just like, it's basically a huge clump of diamond.
Okay, yeah.
So on planets like that or comets like that, kind of like I'm forgetting the name of the planet where they did the Jedi training.
Elam. Like, you mean Elam, where they go and get their kyber crystal? Yeah, Elam.
Yes, yeah. So there's going to be planets like that have so many kyber crystals, right?
Yeah.
But there's no way some random kyber crystal can't be formed. There's no way.
I was gonna say, how does this work for, say, because you know how, like, in Rebels they're taking that giant ass kyber crystal to use on the Death Star, and then they just blows up.
One sec. Everyone.
The General Grievous.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, Grievous is done.
Yeah, sorry. What did you say?
Or, I mean, remember, like, with the kyber crystal, how in Rebels they're taking that massive one before, like, it explodes and just destroys the whole fleet. They're taking that to use, like, on the Death Star. Yep. What happens with the Death Star's, like, giant beam? Are you still able to use that?
No, I think it's like that's harnessing the energy. But the whole idea of a lightsaber is that, like, it's connected with you.
Yeah.
So when Anakin snags Dooku's saber midair, would the saber immediately deactivate? No, I think it would become like the kind of like the dark saber. You know, like, you're not able to properly wield it
because you don't have that connection to it.
Yes, like, sure, you can turn it on, but it's heavy and you can't swing it properly.
It's almost worthless to use. Yeah.
Dude, you're so much better with your hands than you would this thing that it's kind of like Thor's hammer, you know. You've got Mjolnir. Like, if you're worthy of it, if you're not, you can't pick it up. Kind of like, sure, dude, you could turn it on. Like, I think there is a case for General Grievous that he is, because he's a cyborg, he's strong enough to be able to pick it up. Like, there's barely any human in him, so it's not going to discern humans and robots the same way. It'll be very different.
I like it.
Bang on, Sakura. Bang on.
Yeah.
Bang on. But the only thing is, these ones, they can't be won. They can't be won in like in battles. You know, I think with this one, it only bonds once, and you can't reattune it. So that's it. Like you have to. I hated the idea that Anakin just goes, "Oh, I've lost it. All right, let's go get another." It's like, no, that's really special.
Yeah.
Like what you've done is you've attuned yourself with nature, with the Force, with everything that surrounds it. For what? Like actually for what? You could just go back and get it. Like I want a brand new lightsaber, a brand new hilt, something that redefines who you are. It's kind of like the Force is telling you that you need to have either an upscale or a downscale, whatever, but you need to change. You need to change. Like you need to be different. And it's why Obi-Wan's lightsaber changed so much from when he was a Padawan to then when he was a master. Like I don't want everyone to have the same shit all the time. It just even passing down lightsabers, I think it's wrong. Like Luke picking up Obi-Wan's materials, I understand.
Yeah.
But a kyber crystal as well, I don't know. Like it's meant to connect with you and only you. Otherwise, so what's the point of this thing? What's the point of this lightsaber if anyone can use it?
Yeah.
A sublight. This weapon is your life, Obi-Wan.
100%.
Like fucking. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that it's bugged me for so long, and I thought that if you could change that.
So for Sith Lords, would you say we go back to like the synthetic kyber crystals for the Red Star ones, like they used to have before Disney? Or I was gonna say, like, how does Sith get their lightsabers?
I think it has to be a different kyber.
Okay.
I think it has to be something like a raw, untamed. Like it has to match the type of Force. I was about to write that. I was about to write down that subline. So I just think, I think it has to be different. It has to be completely like the kyber crystals for the Jedi are different to the kyber crystals for the Sith. I don't like the idea of, I mean, actually, to be fair, sorry, I say it again. I like the idea of them being able to bleed it and corrupt it, but I only like the idea of them being able to bleed and corrupt their own crystal, not anyone else's. And it would be so much better if it was able to just like, fuck, this thing's not working for me anymore because it's not attuned to me. Like the Force that I was giving before, it was attuned to that. Now it's not attuned to me. So I have to go out there and I have to find a new crystal. And it's like this, it kind of looks like Kylo Ren's. It's just bursting with Force. Like
cracking.
It's like the instead of dude, Backman's on my side here.
There you go.
All right. You go into your next one, bro.
My next one is, what if Tup's chip never malfunctioned? And I think, in short, Rex dies. And I think Rex dies because, well, Fives never would have investigated, right? If Tup's chip never malfunctioned, if Tup's chip never malfunctions, Fives never has to, like, there's never anything for Fives to investigate. So Fives stays alive as well, by the way. Because obviously, like, when Ahsoka is trying to save him, she goes into like the droid bay, and the droid gets up all the information she has on like Tups, or they have on Tups and Fives, and then in Fives personnel file or whatever, Rex has submitted a report where he sort of like, he's like, I know this report's going to fall on deaf ears, blah blah, but Fives thought these chips that the Kaminoans put in our brains might be for a purpose that we don't fully understand yet. And so with that information, Ahsoka's able to use it to, obviously she gets the droids to zap Rex, knocks him out, takes him to the medical bay, and is able to find the chip and take it out. She would have never had that information if Tup's chip never malfunctioned. So it would have gotten to the point where she's probably going along the same lines of, I'm not going to kill you, I'm just going to deflect your blasters.
I like that.
There might be a point there too where, because there was a point there where she almost did get overwhelmed had it not been for Rex taking out a few clones and giving them some time after the chip comes out. I'd still like to think, Ahsoka's probably still going to find a way out, but But yeah, Rex probably dies because there's no Ahsoka. There's no tools there for Ahsoka to use to find out about these chips and to get them out.
But Ahsoka's not invincible, and she doesn't have unlimited stamina. I'm yeah, Motley. I'm banned, but I think this is like such a great curveball. I think Ahsoka's dead. I think Rex is dead. I think
that whole ship's dead. Oh, what?
Everyone.
Well, maybe more. Well, maybe she uses Maul a bit more then to get off the ship. But yeah,
maybe. But I don't think Maul's enough. Like, Maul was enough for the little amount that he had, but Ahsoka and Rex drew most of the troops away. So I think Maul would absolutely be overrun as well. I think Maul's dead, Ahsoka's dead, Rex is dead. The whole ship is gone. Like, you've lost the best battalion. That's crazy.
And then imagine Vader goes back to that site and like finds like her body or her like Leku or something.
Whoa.
There's one for you.
Macman says the only hope for the clones at that point would be the Bad Batch because theirs didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ahsoka would have known about it, but yeah. That's what I mean. Like, she would have found a way. Like, there would have been a way for her to survive, probably. But yeah, like,
that's my biggest critique of Filoni.
I know,
is that he can't kill Ahsoka, bro. You're a terrible writer if you can't kill your characters, man. Like, fuck.
It's not the right time.
Fan fiction. Make fan fiction. Make fan fiction, bro. They can die. Anyways, I don't like that.
She will just later. We still have Ahsoka season 2.
She needs to die. She actually needed to die ages ago. And I love Rosario Dawson. They could have added her in. Like, I want them to not just do canon stuff. I want them to do legends. Yeah. Like, chuck in live action legend stuff. I think that'd be so cool. Yeah, it would be. And you get to see like tales of Ahsoka if she survived. But I don't think she should have.
Yeah, they did the whole what if thing.
On JS down before she put a comment being about the previous thing would be interesting, like Harry Potter ones, how they choose their wizard, and Transformers, the car picks the driver. I love the idea of Destiny. I think Destiny is so underplayed in so much modern fiction. It needs to be added more.
Yeah,
I definitely. But yeah, dude, I think speaking of Destiny, I think Ahsoka's destiny has changed so much that it just doesn't make sense. Having something like that, but look, I agree. It's always the little cracks that can sprout life through the concrete. Yeah. You know, it's not the big ones half the time. With a tiny amount of change, you can bring down a whole empire. I think that's a great idea, man. It's crazy that with a little drone, so much of Star Wars was able to stay intact. Like, so much of it. Whether it's right or wrong, so much of it stayed intact. That's so cool. Jay said, Filoni, you can do it. Come on. Do what Hasbro did and kill off Optimus Prime in the 86 movie.
Hey, what if he just does like an Ahsoka and like Transformers 2? Like, she dies, but then they find, something they can bring her back. What if they do that?
Yeah, they're just reviving her with Night Sister magic. Oh, by the way, it's like she does it Ancestry.com. You got 1% Dathomirian.
Dude, imagine that she dies and they take her to Dathomir and revive her.
Oh my god. Ahsoka's one of my favorite characters, and I love Filoni, but he needs to let her become one of the
eventually, with time. We still have
man, we are so on the same page right now. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Well, let's go into this.
What's your next one?
This one's going to be quick. I wanted to have like a midway quick one.
Yeah, okay.
Hyperspace has fixed entry and exit lanes and has lanes like a highway. Not like it's random directions all the time. You can't enter anywhere. You can't exit anywhere. You can't and every time you're going in, it's on the same highway. So it's so much harder to escape.
Yeah, okay.
I think it just changes so much. William Afton.
I was gonna say they do have them to like an extent, but like not every obviously people don't use them all the time, sort of thing. But if you could
Yes.
only travel, in like these,
Dude,
like,
I'm talking about like only down these
yeah,
pathways, right? You've got these like really specific lanes, and it's kind of like I don't know if you've ever seen that Umbrella Academy, the
Oh yeah,
TV
I
show.
watched the first 2 seasons, but yeah.
But like when they see he's driving in the car and they're
Yeah.
driving in the car the other way, and he goes,
Yeah.
you know, like the highways from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh,
Sakura's bang on, dude.
I never read those books. I know them,
All
like the kids in
connected.
school did. I never read them.
It's such, dude. It's so good.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It also the movie's fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
Mohair in my mouth. But yeah, no. Honestly, the Empire would rob. But that's
the thing.
What I think is so interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Like imagine space road spikes.
Yeah.
Like what's gonna happen?
What would you do? Like put like mini tractor beams everywhere or something? Like how would you do that?
Yeah. I think it would just be like lasers going across that would cut off the whole bottom of your ship and send you out.
Dude.
But I think that would be so much more interesting, right? Like if you're able to escape. I like the idea that you're able to go in and out, but I love the idea of like, oh, this is an old lane that no one's gone on for years because it's dangerous. We'll have to take this instead. Kind of like the old road that's got broken everything. Instead of taking the big one because they've blockaded the big one.
Yeah.
Like I love that idea more. I love the idea that these guys are stuck.
Yeah.
Like really stuck. So really think about something else.
So I was gonna say, would you treat this as like a highway and like a freeway, like you can overtake in these hyperdrive lanes as well?
Yes.
Dude,
yeah.
Imagine someone. Okay, I only bring this up because it happened to me the other day as well while I was driving. What happens if someone goes to overtake as someone's coming the other way in hyperdrive?
They're gone. They're gone. They're gone.
It happened to me the other day.
No way.
Yeah, like so I was coming out to like leave my girlfriend's house and I was turning left and it's a turn where you've got to go really quick, like side story here. You've got to go I'm turning left and it's a turn where you've got to go quick because to your right there's like a hill crest and so you can't 100% tell if people are coming or not. So if you're free, you go. And so I've turned and gone. And as I'm turning to go, I'm looking down the road and someone's on my side. I'm like, I didn't see anyone in front of me. And I realized they're facing me and coming towards me. I'm like, So I was like, I'm just going to stop. Because, he's trying to overtake 3 cars doing the speed limit. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like,
holy shit.
I like stopped ready to like go into like the bushes.
What an idiot.
Yeah. He certainly got a toot or two.
Holy shit.
Yeah, was
it like a near miss?
Oh, no, it wasn't too close. He was like sort of probably 50, 100 meters up the road. But it's like, obviously I can't keep going. So I've like just like hit the brakes. Trying to go 80, I've just like hit the brakes. I was like, all right, dude.
What an idiot. Did you have anyone behind you?
Nah, lucky. Because I was still,
Thank God.
I hadn't gone far either. So that hill that I've, you got to turn and just go so you don't hit anyone is still like semi close behind me. So if they're coming over doing 80, they're just going to see the car stopped and they're going to have to hit the brakes. But it's not like insane. The busiest road. So yeah.
That's insane. Well, I imagine that in Star Wars. That'd be crazy.
That's what I mean. Imagine that. Like, imagine you go to overtake.
Right, then you've just got like all the biker gangs that just like, That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Well, dude, give us your next one.
My next one is now. This is one of my like biggest what ifs as well, and it's saying they couldn't really change in the story because the story had already been told. But in the Clone Wars, like in that whole Siege of Mandalore arc, before Ahsoka fights Maul, and she's in the hologram conferences with Obi-Wan and the Jedi Council, which really tie into like Revenge of the Sith there. And she's got something to tell Anakin. Imagine, because obviously Maul... Oh, no, sorry, she had already fought. She'd already spoken to Maul because they just hadn't fought. But remember when Maul tells Ahsoka how Anakin's all part of like the grand plan and everything? Yep. He's been groomed. Imagine if she'd told the Council that. Or Obi-Wan at the very least.
Bro, she's an idiot. And Filoni wants to keep her on? I didn't even think of that.
But like, imagine. But I'm thinking, like, imagine she tells, because there was a point where she's talking to Mace and Yoda as well, and I'm like, imagine she tells at least like Mace and Yoda. And I'm thinking, I think they do a similar thing to what they did when Obi-Wan tells, and that's like what I said to Sublight. Like, I'll come back to this. I think they do initially do a similar thing to what they did when Obi-Wan tells them what Dooku said about, hey, like there's a Sith Lord in the Senate and all that sort of thing. Deception's the way of like Maul. He's still a dark side user, that sort of thing. But he's probably not telling the truth. But then when they start to put the cards together, like the dark side of the Force surrounds the Chancellor, blah blah blah. But then imagine like Mace has heard this from Ahsoka, and then Anakin goes to Mace and says, I think Palpatine's the Sith Lord. Imagine him connecting all the dots there, and then he'd be like, Anakin, I need you. Like, it probably unless he lets Anakin see. This is the thing. I don't know. What if it doesn't change anything? If she only tells Mace. Here we go. We're going down a rabbit hole here. If she only tells Mace, Mace doesn't trust Anakin, which is dumb, but Mace doesn't trust Anakin at this point. So I think if Anakin, even with this knowledge, this background knowledge, Anakin goes to Mace, I don't think Mace tells Anakin the story that Ahsoka's told him because he doesn't trust Anakin. He's still going to tell him, sit your ass in the chambers until I come back, and the same shit's still going to happen. So I think
and they don't trust Ahsoka.
Yeah, so I think it's more important. It's more of an Obi-Wan thing. Maybe even a Yoda. I think Yoda's a bit more open to it, to listening to Ahsoka. But, because even in that conference, I remember, he could sense Ahsoka had something to say. He's like, more to say, Padawan, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, I'll see you next time, blah, blah, whatever. I think it's more important she tells Obi-Wan. Imagine she did tell Obi-Wan.
Honestly, I don't know how much it would change.
Yeah, if she tells Mace, I honestly don't think it changes much at all. But if she tells Obi-Wan, there might be something there.
Obi-Wan different. Yeah. Obi-Wan different because Obi-Wan would do something himself.
Yeah,
like he wouldn't allow Anakin to go into situations that could arise.
Like he wouldn't. There would be no Anakin being his personal advisor or anything.
Yes, like that stuff. But dude, I think if he told Mace, and like what MacMan says, Mace and Ki-Adi-Mundi are way too stupid.
Dude, I hate Ki-Adi-Mundi.
I hate him. But bro, both of them are fucking stupid. They are actually stupid.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. I agree.
Yeah. Look, as much as that is the case, I still think Yoda wouldn't have listened. I think Yoda was so caught up in the fact of like, bro, come on. Yeah, I would have sensed him. Like, hey, look, I appreciate that you're a Padawan, you're learning and all that kind of stuff. Like, come back to the Order. We love you. We were wrong. I can appreciate that I was wrong, but there's no way that someone can be in the Senate for that long and be a Sith Lord at the same time. Yeah. I would have sensed it. I don't think he would have changed it. I think the only person would have been Obi-Wan.
It would have been more separating Anakin from Palpatine. I think that would have been important, which would have been, challenging. Yeah, it just would have made a really interesting dynamic there that could have led to, something slightly different, perhaps.
Dude, these are big changes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Are you ready for my number 4?
Hit me.
This is kind of similar
to
what I was doing before. But lightsabers are extremely rare and irreplaceable.
Ooh, okay.
How much does that change?
Extremely rare and irreplaceable. So once you lose a lightsaber, you never get another one.
You will struggle to find one. Now pretend like the other one about the kyber crystals bonding in a certain way. Forget about that. Forget about that one. Pretend we're in the laws of the current Star Wars. Okay. But lightsabers are extremely rare and irreplaceable. You are lucky to find one. Truly, it's destiny. If you can even get to a place that has a kyber crystal.
Okay.
Dude.
So in this world, do not every Jedi have a lightsaber then?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Well, I mean, sword fighting would be a hell of a lot weaker because, you wouldn't be able to really train Padawan. Well, I mean, you'd be able to train Padawans with, technique and stuff if you just got, wooden ones, I suppose.
Well, I think it would just be kind of like an elite force comparatively. I think if you had, the people with lightsabers or the ability to have lightsabers, then you can Oh yeah, Sakura, just the kyber, because it's like the lightsaber itself, the weapon itself is kind of like think about it like the structure of like Japanese hierarchy in the 17 1800s, right? Like you had a whole like list from the daimyo or the shogun to the daimyos to the samurai to the farmers,
Yeah.
right? Not every farmer is going to have a weapon, but the samurais have weapons, and then it goes up in like leadership above that, right?
Yeah.
But so there's an elite force of samurai
Yeah.
Jedi that have the lightsabers. They have the ability to, but then the farmer level, like the Jedi, the Jedi who are under them, who aren't
Mm.
as lucky,
Mm-hmm.
they have like, dude, we've seen other weapons, kind of like the surge staffs and so on
Yeah.
that
Grievous's
Grievous's people
bodyguard.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have all of that kind of stuff. They also have, like the pirates that have the sword. It has like the thin strip of electricity in the shape of a sword, like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Sure, you're still gonna have that. But yeah, not everyone's gonna get a lightsaber. It's
Okay.
rare and it's hard, and you have to be maybe built into the right family, and it's like a
Yeah.
family tree thing.
I like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jedi rely more on their force powers instead. But that's yeah, like it makes it so different, because even the Sith, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Like it's I think honestly, it changes up the whole dynamic of the Jedi, and then how successful would they have been, and how corrupted could they have been by greed? Because the
I think
greed to
this
want
helps
your
them,
own
honestly.
weapon.
I honestly think this helps them.
Shoot, why?
Well, I think, I think it makes them rely on the Force a lot more. And I think if the Force is your only, say, well, Jedi would say ally, but if we're just talking in the case of this, we'll say weapon. If the Force is your only weapon, you're going to research and spend a lot more time diving into the Force. So I think you're going to get a few more Jedi end up along the Qui-Gon style of thinking. And
Yeah.
so I think, well, and also it sort of impacts them come Clone Wars time. You're not going to have as many Jedi generals out there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually, it's an interesting thing. I was reading in this Master of Evil book.
Oh, plug.
It's told from the point of view of the leader of the Imperial Royal Guards. He's watching Vader, but he used to be the leader of Palpatine's Royal Guard when he was a Senate, like when it was the Republic as well. And there's a bit in here. I don't know if I'll be able to find it in here. Oh no, maybe actually no, maybe I did. But there's a bit where they talk about like all the like it's it's interesting coming from the perspective of more of a citizen sort of thing. And he described the Jedi or Anakin. He's like, the only person he had heard of that name was Anakin Skywalker, and everyone on Coruscant knew who he was. Anakin Skywalker, Jedi Knight, one of those religious zealots who had somehow, without due process or any particular demonstration of actual ability, been promoted to general at the outbreak of the Clone Wars. And so I wonder how many citizens actually saw him that way. They'd just been promoted to generals with no ability, no like due process or anything. So maybe it actually helps the way that the citizens of the Republic see the Jedi as well, because we know that's a way that Palpatine was able to turn them against the Jedi. So yeah, I reckon it actually helps them a little bit, if anything.
Dude, that's I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking that it would make it worse off, it would make it harder. But that's such a good idea with like using the Force. Also, Phidias put in here,
But that's
Sith would still have Force lightning, so the Jedi may be literally cooked. But what if they had, like Yoda was able to?
That's what I mean.
Was able
I
to
think
hold.
that's what I mean. You get Jedi learning more about the Force because that's their only weapon, ally, however you want to put it. So I think that's what I mean. I think you end up with more Jedi, more powerful in the Force. They're able to do more things like that.
And then you have sections of Jedi where you'll have. Oh, bro, we got another 100 messages. What the hell?
I don't see this.
So, yeah, no, like, dude, you have all of these other Jedi that are kind of like, you got sections of lightsaber, force healer, force like brute, whatever, and you've got like the 5 different people in one thing. So I think if you go up against a Sith who is in control of all of that, you're still going to be better off. I like that. And yeah, I agree. Ki-Adi-Mundi never finds a saber. Fuck that guy.
He's just going to run around headbutting people with that massive ass forehead.
Yeah, bro, I hate that. Oh, MacFan's put in something interesting here.
What if the Rebel Alliance
you go.
and fought with the Republic during the Clone Wars? Han, Chewie, Lando, Ghost Crew, etc. all formed early and fought the Separatists to stop Palpatine's emergency powers, etc. Huh.
I don't think anything would have happened. The whole thing is that because there was no power, there was no I guess hierarchical ordering of good and bad. The Jedi were the peacekeepers, right? They were kind of the police force. You wouldn't be able to have a band of misfits because anytime a band of misfits kind of were created, like a Saw Gerrera, they were shut down immediately.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't
think it changes a lot, honestly. I was almost going to say maybe the Empire, the rebellion's a lot. By the time the Empire comes around, the rebellion's already a functioning thing. It's not in the early stages, which might help a little bit, but at the same time, you're still waiting for Luke and Leia, basically. So I don't think it really changes anything.
Oh. Still couldn't have stopped the great representative.
That's why I almost did go down that route instead of the Dexter Jetster thing. What if Jar Jar wasn't left to be?
Yeah. Oh, I love Jar Jar. Dude, go into your fifth one.
Oh, well, I was going to say my fifth one is a deep rabbit hole. I mean, you could go so many routes, I've got listed there, if Qui-Gon lived, what if Shmi lived, and how that would have impacted Anakin. But that's a deep ass rabbit hole. That is a deep rabbit hole. So I was gonna say, do you want to do your fifth? Because that's fine. Just over an hour. Do you want to do your fifth?
I feel like your one we could turn into a whole episode.
You can. It's a deep rabbit hole.
All right, so this one's kind of like a little bit of a buzzer beater one.
Yeah.
Force healing causes accelerated aging. It's a life for a life. Like when you give your energy to someone to save them, you're giving part of your life to them.
Well, I mean, you
will die earlier. Because you you give your force. Like they were Kylo and Rey were just transferring force into oh, you take the life. No, you take the life. You take the heal. You take the heal. And it's he was gonna die either way. The whole thing was that she was just giving her some force ability or kind of force energy. What if it was actual life? Like if you were said, all right, let's say you never know how long you're gonna live for. And I said to you, right? Say I was the father, right? And I had designated to you 82 years of life.
Yeah.
Now for you only have those 82 years.
Okay.
When you decide to force heal, then you're giving up part of those 82 years. Now, not all of it, and it's not an exact life for life.
Yeah.
But if you, let's say, okay, if I healed, you had a broken arm, I healed you.
Yes.
It was a 6 month healing progress. I just lost 6 months.
Okay, all right, yeah. Because I was gonna say, I think the canon behind that whole Kylo Rey thing is it's more life force they transfer. So when Rey gives Kylo some of hers, it's not advanced aging, but she's say 20% weaker or something like that. She's lost part. She's got 80% life force basically within her instead of 100. That's why when Kylo gives it back to her, he was already going to die. So instead, when he gives, and Rey was dead, so when he gives his life force to her, that's one life back. But then because he's brought her back to life, he has to die. But if we go down your advanced aging route, that's a bit different. That's different.
Yeah, I'm talking about it, and I see some
I've got that book somewhere. Where is that book?
But yeah, I will say, I think if you actually gave your life, I think it makes it more beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. Jedi healer. Like, I think honestly it makes it more beautiful. Like, it's a true sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of yourself, of your life, your ability to live, your ability to like enjoy whatever you've got. You're giving it all away for this person. Like, you're shortening yourself. It's kind of like I was thinking about this when I was watching One Piece, because they were talking about when Luffy uses his gear 2, it basically speeds up his heart. So by using that move, you're actually aging yourself more. But he's using that move so that he can save his friends, and it adds that next level of, I'm not sacrificing this moment. I'm also sacrificing my future dream, like my future everything, for these people. So if you could add that in and chuck in like here, let's like, as a force healer, I'm kind of like a dead person walking, giving up myself for all of you. What are you giggling about, by the
Dude,
way?
I just realized, I just texted my girlfriend and I was like, I texted her just before we started streaming. Why is it not there? Look at your phone. I text you instead. That was meant for her. Dude, I used to imagine, at least I'm here, I can give you context. Imagine you just randomly get that. What the fuck?
I will text you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I said, you text me if you need absolutely anything. And that went to Jeremy.
I might need a kiss if that's,
we can organize that.
if that's on the card.
Oh, fucking hell.
Lightning slug. Young Luke kept falling off the playground. That's why Obi-Wan aged way harsh in a few short years on Tatooine.
Dude, you could have just given the canon reason there.
Man, I think it adds so much more depth to, like, when Rey. I think it makes Rey look like such a better person when she gives her life for an animal.
Okay. Yeah.
And like a huge fucking snake, something that is so ugly and bastardized in every religion, every culture. Like, snakes are just the epitome of evil. And for Rey to give up her life for something that is seen to be so evil, I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's really beautiful. It adds kind of like, adds a little bit of, I'm not doing this because I want to. Like, I'm doing this because I need to.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Yeah. So I still don't like the concept, because like they introduced it in the sequels. It's just one of those things where you look back and it's like, why didn't we sort of get a bit more of that in other content?
100%.
I do, now that we've got it, I do want more information on it. Like with George and that, he gave us like because he came up with like levels for everyone, like Palpatine's a 9, Obi-Wan's like a 7, all that sort of thing. I want sort of like a canon thing of, okay, so when Rey gave her life force to that snake, how much life force did she lose? When she gave it to Kylo after that, how much did she lose? And then, what was she at, obviously, when she died? And then, obviously, Kylo gives it back to her. I want to know, like, the percentages and that, and, like, how it all works.
Yeah, I'd love that. If it was, like, specific stat points, that'd be so sick. Lightning Slug, imagine Obi-Wan saves Qui-Gon and immediately turned into Alec Guinness. That would be so funny. So I agree with Sakura. Slug, you are on such a roll right now.
Dude, he's been good. He's been good.
The Revenge of the Sith game.
Dude, I remember. Oh my god, that's a throwback. Forgot about that a little bit. It's like a force healing. Is it where you like sort of you basically like stand there like stiff and like it's like a force healing thing? Yeah, you get your health back.
See, I love the idea of Bacta. You can just like stab yourself. I was going to go down the route
Cal
of
Kestis, the stim
Bacta
thing.
Yeah.
BD,
I was going to go down the route of Bacta and just being like, it's not as effective. Like, it can't heal everything. It can just speed up your recovery.
Yeah.
Because like Boba Fett fucking just completely removes all scar tissue and everything like that. Like, I kind of don't like that. But if it was just the most, dude, if it was the most basic shit, and you just go like, oh, I've got all these cuts and grazes, I'm just gonna sit in there for an hour and then just like fix up. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Slug, thank you, man.
You're the goat, Slug.
You're the goat. I mean,
Much
you
love.
you make it fun.
Best memes on Instagram. Best Star Wars memes on Instagram.
Absolutely. Giving love. Well, dude, I think
that's a good point to wrap up.
I think that's a really good point to wrap up.
That's a good show.
That was a good episode.
This is one we're going to put on the shelf as well, guys. Like, this is one we can come back to because there are so many what if moments that we can pick from, and that's just the start. This is one we'll put on the shelf and we can always come back to as well.
Yep. Yeah, big time. And honestly, if there is anything that you guys want to see, chuck it.
Yeah,
chuck it
chuck
in
us
the
a
comments.
message.
Like, chuck us a message. Chuck it in the comments. Do whatever. Yeah, it's yes, and BD1 stims are backed up. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Motsy, Macman, Sakura, Lightning. We've got like, oh my god, we've got so many people. I'm keen for the next court hearings.
Yeah. The court hearing. Oh god.
That was so much fun.
They were good.
That was so much fun.
They were good.
Yeah, we've got to do one again.
See, that's another. We've got a few shows we've done where we've been like, we can just put them on the shelf and we can come back to them as well. And yeah. I think we did say that with the court one as well.
Yeah, that was so much fun. It was so much fun. But guys, thank you so much for adding so much into the show. Like,
yeah, dude,
man,
yeah,
amazing compliment. But we couldn't have such a good show without you guys.
Yeah.
So really appreciate it.
Speaking of BD1 and Stims, we'll be back with. I'm gonna put my content schedule up. Yeah, I'll do that shortly.
Wait, I think you just muted yourself. I can't hear you. I don't know if can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. No, you can hear me. I can.
Ah, there you are. Yeah. Okay.
I touched the cord on my mic for a sec.
Oh.
I will. We'll be doing Fallen Order on Wednesday morning for Motsy, us in Australia. It'll be Tuesday night for you guys in the States. Whatever time it was 20 minutes ago for you guys is when we'll go live. It'll be
all right.
Normally do the gaming ones, but yes.
Hell yeah. Guys, love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Amazing seeing you as well. Oh,
we need more Jeremy photos.
Dude, I'd give you a photo of my feet, but I've got a callus on my big toe that hurts like a bitch, and it looks so ugly.
Dude, that adds character.
It does. To be fair, it does. It does. But yeah, guys, love you all. Thank you so much. This one's for you guys.
This one's for all of you. Yeah, you got. I don't have the production quality. I just got the. I just put my
love. Come on.
Much love.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.